When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on a team from the SEC, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Nittany Lions will get this season underway as toe meets leather. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Sooners offense will have the opening possession of the game. Quick pass on the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Sooners headed quickly to the line. The running back has it. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. Now they'll face 3rd and 4 in their first possession of the game. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Underheat, he gets rid of it. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense. Not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. So Penn State's offense will go to work for the first time. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments. And it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right, and tell you, it was a...
Oh, he's got some space. He's at the touchdown, Nittany Lions. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And this one will be stopped for no gain. After not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Back to pass. Got a man, it's Jeffrey. Good pickup, but a little bit short of the sticks. And the Sooners want to move quickly. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline and get him out of bounds at the 37. The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. He'll be running out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play.
First down. Roughing the pass.
You just can't hit the quarterback like that. The defender got caught red-handed. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab. He's like a loose bowler, just caroms his way to the 32. The Sooners in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. You better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
And the Sooners are marching down the field.
When offenses get 1st downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Sooners can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Pulls it and fires to the left. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Quarterback on the keeper. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Off the play fake.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw the...
And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And that is how it's done. It's go time in the red zone, 3rd and goal. We need a sack, need a big play. That was a monster sack by the defense. Let's go.
And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Absolutely center cut. That'll bring him to within 4. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Guys, let's think big picture for a minute and talk about Penn State. What does a top 5 ranking mean for week 1? Optimism, hope, maybe, David, an excuse for the other team's fans to rush the field if they knock you off.
Well, it means, first of all, absolutely nothing, because preseason rankings don't show up anywhere at the end of the season, but it means this team is talented. It means they're thought of highly. They got to go earn it, Jesse, and it starts today, but the talent obviously is all over the field.
The number in the preseason rankings means absolutely nothing. You saw Florida State recently start in the top 10. They won 2 games by the end of the year. So you've got to go earn it. Yes, you're talented. Yes, a lot of eyeballs are going to be watching you, and people are really excited. You've got an opportunity to do things really, really that are special this season, but you've got to earn it on the field.
And the Nittany Lions with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Rooks. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. We saw it on that play.
Give to the running back. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. He's up to 81 yards on the ground, and they wanted to have an identity as a running team, and he's giving them that in the season opener. To the air on first down. With the catch, it's Ramsey. There he goes. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
This defense might be reeling after those last two and now facing first and goal. Trying to power it in. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? After getting knocked back, it's second and goal from the 4. Power football with the rock. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. On third and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. The snap sets up the throw. And the misconnection on third down. And they're going to try this on fourth down. They need a full 5 yards to get it into the end zone, but they'll go for it on fourth down. Finds him out of the backfield. And how about this defense? Wouldn't let him throw it into the end zone and then swarming to make the tackle to stop them short. The offense starts in the shadow of its own end zone. Here's the handoff. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Sooners want to crank the tempo.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
He's got him. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. And the Sooners can really attack on this second and short.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the end route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short game. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Turning it on! Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense. The Sooners have it with a first and 10.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on third down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, and after not getting any sacks a week ago, we knew he was going to be a little frustrated, but he told us this week he wasn't going to try to press. He was just going to go out in this game, be himself, knowing the numbers and the stats would come. He's off to a great start in this game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Caught over the middle, it's Saunders. He'll be brought down at the 46, and he is well short of that first down marker. Fourth down coming. The Sooners will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. One final play before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Give to the back. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Let's take just a second to talk about Penn State. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working. And because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they could do something very special this season.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
Pulls it in. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job increasing. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Perry on third down. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw in that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
The Nittany Lions back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll run it from the gun. To the 10. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Nittany Lions have it with a first and goal. They'll try to pound their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State!
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game one, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. So an 82-yard drive there. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to
breaks into the open. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Here comes the heat. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. And the Sooners in the hurry-up.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The short hands. It's Saunders. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. How aggressive might this play call be on 30 short from the 46? Fires to the big fella. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Pocket breaking down. He's going to run it.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play. The Sooners come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to power their way ahead. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. So the offense... to go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
The defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And you're seeing the pass rush on the 2nd play of the drive. They dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they crowd the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He wants to go deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Nittany Lions will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the deep. Oh, he's got some space. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Quick completion to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Sooners racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the grab. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. He'll keep it himself. Nice move to keep running. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. And the Sooners trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll run play action. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Fitted in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
And you want to run the football. I mean, that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Wants to go up top. It's on target and complete. At midfield, he's got room. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. They went up top to pick up the last 1st down. Let's see what they have here. They'll leave it with him. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. It's complete on the right side. Tackle is made at the 33. It's about a 5-yard pickup, and that'll be enough for a 1st down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. Got the 1st down and more. He now has 110 yards rushing, and with that run, he's now over 100 yards on this opening day. And with that last carry, into triple digits, over 100 yards for the day.
And he's showing you power. He's showing you speed. He's showing you make you miss. He really is showing you he's a complete back. And by the way, it's still the 1st half.
And the Nittany Lions just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Caught in the backfield, it's Rooks. Races down to the 2 and stopped just short of the goal line as he goes out of bounds. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Trying to run it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys. Wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. FIU is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 7 over Liberty. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward in a game that could shake up the CUSA race significantly.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Ball will be placed at the 40 after that kick out of bounds. Wants to go up top on first down. Quick completion on the out. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Now the play fake. Got him downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The offense down to the 25 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Bringing the heat. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
That play didn't have much of a chance to get the first down. Good job by the defense keeping everything in front.
Great job keeping everything in front, and most importantly, making the tackles. Dropping back deep, knowing he's 3rd and long, but I got to get the guy on the ground and rally to the football. Nice job by the defense.
No good. After the missed field goal, still down by 11.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He'll get rid of it. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. They've given up some big plays in this first half, and they're down on the scoreboard right now. Something positive needed to happen. Maybe that's the interception that changes the momentum in this game. It's now up to their offense to try and score some points here before the first half ends.
The Sooners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Firing to the right, complete. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Snagged out of the air. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The offense burns his 3rd and final timeout of the half. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Touchdown Sooners! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Looking downfield on first down. He wants to take the top off. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. And they don't want to risk a turnover here, so they'll just take the knee and head to the locker room. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger, and we might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
Back to pass on second down. They're setting up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
And on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Got room on the return. He's out of bounds at the 5, and what a job to set up his offense. The Sooners are threatening on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. He'll pull it on the read. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, the defense did their job. They were able to get the interception, give the offense the ball back. Now you're set up after that run play on third down. And there's a lot of pressure on you here. You've got to find a way to stay on the field. You've got to find a way to score points after getting that takeaway. Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
The decision to go for it does not pan out. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. And he can't get past the 2-yard line, but at least they avoided going backwards. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run it from the gun. And the defense was just daring them to throw over the top, and the offense didn't, and they got stuffed. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Nittany Lions will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He gets it away from his own end zone. A fair catch is called for. It'll give him great field position. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4 downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
On the move, it's Jeffrey. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
To the air on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Barmore. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. And the Sooners want to pick up the tempo. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. That brings him to within 1.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
End off from the shotgun. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offside, defense.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
That penalty's the last thing this defense needed. Now it's 2nd and 4. Back to pass. A little screen to the running back. Across the 45. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Plays like that, but just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. The give from the gun. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise in the palace on the prairie on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. No good. And guys, after the miss, the lead is still 1. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
The screen, he's got wheels. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Caught in the backfield. It's Jeffrey. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
He finds a soft spot in the middle. They finally get him on the ground, and he's got an explosive play for the first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Bought a little time, lets it go. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Looking for a gap. It's Wall. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
There he goes. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Looking to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
A nice job by the defense staying glued to it. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He'll get down to the 22 before going out of bounds.
And that's a really good job by this defense because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
The sure hands, it's Ramsey. That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10.
By the receiver. Gain of 12. First and goal.
Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through three quarters for these two guys. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. A first down run on the doorstep. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. A third and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Trying to find the end zone. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. I see a look of disappointment from this kicker, but that offense is happy. They'll stay out there and go for it. Fourth and goal from the 4. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. The RPO, it's complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Got room to work. Got enough for the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Sooners will hustle to the line.
That is exactly what you want from your offense. Create some space, get out of the shadow of your own end zone, Palmer, and make it easier on this offense.
Yeah, it's nice when you have a running back like that, too, that can create that space for you. Now, if you're the play caller, your entire playbook is wide open.
Throws to the tight end. Finds a man on the left. Turning it on. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have complete.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space on the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team.
And the defense on him, and he will go down. Sack on the 2-point try. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll give it to the back. Breaks into the open. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. From the gun, running back on the move. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
All right, they get the completion. Don't get the first down. So we've got a massive decision now, 4th and inches. Personally, I like QB sneak. I think that picks it up right here no matter where you are in the field. You can keep this drive going.
They'll run the sneak for it. Drag down, and they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Man, when I was at Florida, Steve Spurrier would wait for this opportunity in a game, 4th and inches, and he'd signal in red Snoopy. Quarterback sneak. It works every time.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Quick strike complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. It's complete to the left. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the 4th quarter, that ramps up the pressure. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Slams it ahead. Touchdown, Penn State! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs. Impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
They'll go to the air. Setting up the screen. He gets into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and the cushion is now 3. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Just a short pass to the tight end. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
I wonder about the mindset right now of the offensive coordinator, too, because they need points, and running the football just is not going to get it done. Early in the drive, late in the drive.
Makes the catch, and a huge play on the left side. And wisely gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They got the first down, now in plus territory and a chance to save themselves. Out of the gun, the give to the back. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect.
Intercepted to stop the threat. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. first order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Oh, he's got some space. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if it's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation.
Kearney on the Jets. Inside the 30. He's at the... And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
No love lost between teams anytime they square off inside the Big Ten. Here's one that's just gone final. Michigan came through with a lunch pail, hard hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And it's not so much that they won, it's more how they won, and the fact this wasn't ever really in question. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the Big Ten standings as this one does, gentlemen.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Back open in the middle. A pickup of 5, marks it at the 36-yard line. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Got it in the middle. It's Coates. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Sooners are in the hurry-up. Double time, hustling to the line to stop the clock. Backed up now, here's second and long.
Brings up second down.
Looking to fire. That's reeled in, it's Coates. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Let's see if the defense comes after them. Third and short from the 45. Let's go! From the gun, wants to pass. He'll off one deep down the left side. And it's picked off for the third time today.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. And now when you have a solid lead like this, Jesse, you find out, can you deliver the knockout punch?
And we're expecting them to...
There he goes! Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game. To the ground, he's got it again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout called by the offense, clock stopped with 21 seconds left. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
Timeout is called with just a single second left.
Timeout, Penn State.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Tries to get it on the ground. And that is how we will wrap this one up. We've waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.